Alright, in this example we're going to do FTP again, and we are going to go from a Windows client, but we're going to have a named user instead of doing anonymous. And if you remember correctly, you have to start the FTP daemon on the server. So we're going to assume the root, and we're going to do a service vs ftpd start. And there we go, we get the OK, so I come down here, I type command, I type FTP, and notice the prompt is there. And again, if I do the question mark, I see all the Unix-like commands that we are somewhat familiar with. So we're going to do an open to the IP address over here, so let's verify our IP address. And there it is, right here, 192.168.1.01, based on the Ethernet card. So let's come over here, and we're going to do 192.168.1.101. And now we're going to do SSH guest, and this should be the user that we set up for the SSH lab. And if you remember, the password is guest123. And login successful, we issue the PWD in the Windows environment using FTP. And it tells me we are in home SSH guest. So on our machine, let's navigate over there and see what goodies is waiting for us. And we only have one file, so we're going to come over here, and we're going to do an ls, and there is the one file, and I'm going to create a new one over here. See, touch, so now I come over here, let's do an ls, and there is the new file I just created. So let's look at some of the other commands. You notice we have the ASCII, and we have binary. ASCII does text, binary does executable. So we're going to switch to ASCII. Notice I don't have to spell out the whole command. I can just do the first couple letters that are unique, and I switch to ASCII mode. And I can say get lab FTP message, if I can spell it right, message.text, and it got it. And but I didn't really tell it where to put it. I changed over into this machine, but I didn't tell it where to put it here. So I'm going to correct myself and change it to on the local computer, which is the Windows. Local being the machine I'm running the commands on. And now I'm going to go get that file again. There we go. I can do an mget start text, and an mget means get multiple files. See mget star.text, and it should say, it should allow me to get all my text, and saying, oh, switching to ASCII, do you want the first file? And I say yes. Do I want the second file? I say Y for yes. And I can say close, closes the connection to the server, but it leaves FTP open so I could always connect to another server. And exit or buy shuts down the, buy will shut it down, and I'm back to DOS. So let's go to the C drive. Let's go to the temp directory, and see right here is that A file new name, and here is the lab FTP message. So the file successfully came down.